Streaming
don't want
has
to hear
begun.
our discussion of Spider-Man.
No, I mean they can, but they didn't have that opportunity. Now they do.
Usually we do the recap before you start streaming.
I know. I thought I'd give it a different try this time. So last session, you guys went down into the sewer to track a. It's good to track a runaway. But thank you to track a runaway goblin. You found a door down there that was locked. That wasn't really where you were going though. And there were some thief signs on it or something, but I don't think Al told anyone that. And then
I did not.
You found like a secret temple or something with like a octagram on the floor. Griff saw a demon, maybe. You guys grabbed the remains of what you think is the three-legged goblin. You ran back out. You ran into another body of a dead dwarf on the way. Apparently had like his heart ripped out. And got back topside. And they had told you, yeah, you didn't get the goblin. The goblin, they about an hour after you went down there, they found the goblin outside some warehouse and killed it. And you're like, well, that sucks. And then you guys all took a shower, bath, whatever, and rested up. And now it's the next day, and you're gonna do whatever you do. I think you were so there was Magistrate Richter, who's the guy who sent you down there. Who you haven't talked to directly. There's the owner of the freak show who was going to pay you for finding the goblin, who you haven't talked to.
Yeah, we're not getting any money from anybody.
And the big news you're hearing as you get up this morning, apparently the news came through last night, is there's been like an imperial decree that mutations are no longer illegal, and in fact, killing mutants is now illegal.
Okay, that's odd.
It is odd.
Nah,
but that
means that
just to be clear, that's not at the local
Power
level. That's like imperial.
Yeah, that means some imperial got a mutation.
It could be. Let me see if I can find the wording on that one. The Emperor has issued a new edict declaring that there are no mutants in the Empire. The practice of exiling or slaughtering those unfortunate enough to carry some sort of physical deformity purely because of their appearance is henceforth illegal and punishable by death.
All right.
I mean, you can still kill them if they're bad, but you know.
Make sure you have a clear reason.
You no longer bash the baby's brains out because it has a sixth finger, I guess.
You have to yell, they're coming right for us.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Makes me wish we'd have done more killing before.
Well, you know, you did some.
True.
So there you are. It's morning. You guys have some various level of wounds. Tilly seems to have the poops. But otherwise, you know, it's okay. Probably from rolling around in sewage all day. A few times.
Yeah.
Does that affect my, like, day-to-day activity?
Not at the moment.
Gotta keep running to the bathroom.
That's fine.
Uh-oh.
Well, we should tell somebody about... I don't know if I know or not, but we should tell somebody about that weird temple.
Oh, I take it back.
Definitely.
You're not pooping yet. That sets in later.
I definitely told Trent all about it. That like in the bar after we were cleaned up. So you could have been there. I don't know. Probably you were there. Although no, you went home. You went to your house.
Sister's place. Yep.
Because you're antisocial.
I think the rest of you went to. Well, so you potentially had free lodging at a inn, but you got there and they were like, "You guys stink. You need a bath first." And then they also told you it wasn't covered anymore because, someone else found the goblin.
Outrageous.
But you had the boat you could have slept on, but although they also would have made you take a bath. There was, however, a river right there. So
All
yeah,
worked out.
you wake up, you can meet up or not, whatever, but there you are. It's morning. Schaffenfest is still going on. Very exciting.
That it is. See, what else was there? I mean, was there more stuff to do?
We should go back to that law office in that alley and see if we can get me my money.
Sure. Want to go with weapons this time?
Yeah, you can go back to the law office.
Yeah, we're gonna go back and check it out.
All right, everybody going?
Maybe there was a different person working there today, and it'll all work out.
It looks just pretty much how it did when you left it. There's the windows are still boarded up, other than I guess the one you crashed out of. Signs on the door. Assuming you go inside, which isn't a problem. It looks just like it did. Like nobody's been in here, you don't think, since yesterday when you were here. What are you looking for? Anything in particular?
Just go back to the back where that other guy left to at one point.
Ah, right. Okay. So there is a back door out of the place.
Okay.
Although you find out that it's locked from this side and it had a bolt on the outside, kind of like the front door did. Let's see here.
Starting to think this might not be a real law office.
Do any of you have lore, law? If not, you can make an intelligence check, except the two of you who were already there, because I think you already did.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you guys passed your checks before either. You might have, and I might have already told you
I
this.
don't think we did. I don't think I did, at least.
We don't pass a lot of checks, me and Dave.
Well, it was intelligence, but... All right, Tilly, it's your time to shine.
I'm not going.
Oh, my bad.
I've never been to this law office.
Well, yeah.
That's why we were going back today to check it out.
I'm not feeling so hot. I'm gonna take the morning off.
Yeah, that's fine. No, actually, I was wrong. It's incubating right now. You don't have the poops for a few days.
Oh, okay. I'll go. I'm making a what kind of check?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. I've got some of that.
Nope.
No, you don't.
Well,
that's what I heard.
I think the information I gave you last time is basically the sign looks brand new, but the building looks very run down. Digging around inside, like it's actually pretty empty in there overall. Kind of looks like the front room has, like an ink thing, like an ink pot and some quills, and there are a few papers that you're looking at them, and they have like doodles and stuff on them. But there's this doesn't look like anybody's working here right now.
Yeah.
And they don't have hours posted outside?
They do not, no.
How do these guys make any money?
I think they set up shop just to capture you.
That doesn't make any sense.
That makes all kind of sense. If they want you dead.
No,
Apparently-
no.
Apparently, you're a guy that everybody wants dead.
Sigmar wanted me to come here.
Well, maybe Sigmar wants you dead too.
All right, and there's no valuables here at all, huh?
No, actually, I mean, I guess ink is probably got some value, but
Is there a
No,
Balderang?
nope.
Damn. We're in a tight spot.
Yes, we are in a tight spot.
The body down the street is gone, though. You know, the guy who was murdered. Apparently, they found and took care of that.
That wasn't murder. That was clearly a
What it-
justified killing.
I mean, it could. Yeah, maybe it was explosive disease. Who can say?
If we're done here, I want to go see that other 3-footed, whatever it was. The one they supposedly found.
I think I have one of these papers that just gives me the property. So I guess we should go to wherever the official like government property management is.
You're claiming this empty warehouse?
I have a paper. It says that I get it.
Yeah, you'd probably have to either go to like the town hall or some other lawyer.
I think you trust lawyers anymore.
Adam, as for your thing, you did hear that some warehouse they found this goblin, but you're either going to have to do like some difficult gossip test, or you're going to have to go ask the people who would actually know, which would be like the magistrate who hired you, or something like that.
Okay.
You don't know exactly where right now.
Well, I don't want to go down that thread until we're done here. I can't track 2 storylines at the same time.
It's too hard.
Okay, make a gossip roll.
Your party is very talkative.
My bad.
I reroll it.
Okay. Wow, that's worse. So not only are apparently the people you're talking to, hey, did you hear about the goblin that got killed outside a warehouse? Not only do none of them know about it, they're all like come off thinking you're really weird with that spectacular -6 failure, and people start kind of avoiding you.
Billy doesn't take kindly to doing a job and not getting paid. She's going to go back to the person that hired her.
There were 2.
First.
There was the owner of the goblin who was giving you guys 5 gold, but there was also the magistrate who the town was going to give you, I think, 5 gold, or I don't remember what the price was now, but I think 5
I don't want to go to the owner yet. I want to go to the other guy.
The magistrate. So there is where you had met him. There's like a festival court essentially, where he was running that, and that's where they're dealing with all the drunkards, pickpockets, whatever, like right on the spot. And he was the one who was. So you would want to go back to the festival area, go to the festival court, meet up with him.
Okay.
So you get there. His clerk Andrea tells you you're going to have to wait because he's presiding over a case right now. It's people that were brawling, and you'll have to sit and wait for like 15 minutes. But then eventually you'll get in.
Sure.
And says, "Oh yeah, sorry your time was wasted yesterday, but yeah, just shortly after you went down, we got reports that the goblin was crushed by falling crates in a warehouse on the river. They're just right after you enter the sewer. Like, I tried having some guy shout down to you, but you were too far away, I guess, to have heard him." I mean, I understand you're probably here for payment, but unfortunately my hands are tied on this matter since, city's kind of tight with its purse strings, and you didn't actually...
Well, do you know where they're keeping the body?
Keeping the body?
Still have the other body? Is that what you're saying? You're going to try to do? Parrot?
Yeah. I want to go back
the
to
goblin's body?
Yeah, something's up. Something's fishy.
Because we found a goblin. So unless you got more than one goblin, 3-legged goblin running around.
You have a goblin?
A 3-legged goblin.
Where?
And we also found some other stuff, some like scary stuff down there. You know, maybe you want to look at that too. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
There was some kind of, you know, ritual going on or something. This guy saw a demon. He was scared.
That's right. No, that's not true.
A
You
demon?
were not scared?
Yep. Yeah, a demon.
A demon, but he was not scared. Sorry.
I can draw you a picture.
Wait, you need to back up and tell me what you're talking about because it sounds crazy. Do you
Sewer
give him the
demon.
info?
Yes.
Sewer
yeah.
demon. What's it? I don't know what a sewer demon is. What are you talking
About all
about?
we got. That's about the only thing we got a name for right now. The demon in the sewer. And we give them all the details.
Okay.
Tell him about the dead body.
Because the way you guys were actually presenting it to this to him was awful.
And we also we mentioned the dwarf that was here yesterday and was in the stockades, and we found his body too, eviscerated. Kind of gruesome.
Dwarf.
But it was a dwarf, right?
I had heard about that. That guy was in and out of the stocks all day. It really wouldn't surprise me if he ended up getting his throat slit and dumped in the sewers.
It was a little more than a throat slit.
What do you mean?
I mean, wasn't he like, you said he was eviscerated, right?
Yeah, that's what I told you. Yeah.
Okay.
He had like his heart ripped out.
Yeah, it's he basically had his heart ripped out. It's also pretty disgusting.
That is pretty gruesome.
We've seen this kind of thing before. Could be lasers.
Yeah, true. I mean, last I know, he got released from the stocks around dusk, which would have been a little after you guys went down to the sewers. Don't know what would have happened to him after that, but he was a drunk and a nuisance, and I'm assuming someone got tired of his shit, but I don't know. As for the goblin, so let's back up here. Demon in the sewer.
We found a three-legged goblin in the sewer.
Hey, you all saw this demon?
No, just this guy.
You're sure it was a demon? It wasn't tricks of the shadow and light, or?
It had horns and 4 eyes and giant fangs and tentacles coming out of its mouth chest.
All right,
And
you're going to draw the picture.
At least 3 or 4 arms.
He looks a little skeptical, but not like he's 100% calling you out on bullshit or anything. I'll look into this.
Sure.
I doubt I'm going to convince them to send anyone down in the sewers.
That's okay.
You said you didn't actually go in and look around this temple? Or this whatever you call it.
No, there was a demon in there.
I doubt I'm going to convince. I'll go bring this up and see, but
well, that's fine.
This doesn't sound totally believable, and I doubt that'll go anywhere. So the goblin, you said, though, you brought out a body?
Yeah, we did.
Do you have it with you right now?
No, we gave it to the guard that was there, didn't we?
Yes.
Or
you gave the goblin body to the guard?
Yeah, there was a guard waiting for
us.
Well,
gave so much as we left it in front of him, and he's like, God damn it, I don't want to deal with this.
I thought that was the dwarf body that you left with him.
Oh, I think it was both.
Okay.
What are we going to do with a body?
I mean, that'd be weird. With the body.
I haven't heard anything about a goblin body. I haven't spoken to the guard, but I haven't gotten any reports that any bodies were left other than that dwarf. Yeah, he's looking at you again like, are you guys bullshitting him? But
I mean, at this point, it sounds like he's trying to railroad us out of everything.
you can give me an intuition roll.
Without the intuition, I'm claiming that.
Oh, well, that's fair.
I'm just telling you what's under your city right now, and it's probably going to come up here and start eating people. Apparently, you know, getting asked to do a job isn't enough to get paid, so it's not like we're going to do it for free. So I just wanted you to know. That's
we
pretty
dealt
much
with you in
all
good
I'm
faith, but it feels like you're just screwing us over left, right, and center here.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the goblin body was found by all reports. You don't have one to show me.
No, we gave it to your guards, which I guess we can't trust now either.
I mean, your story sounds a little far-fetched. I honestly, looking at your faces, I believe you. I do. I believe you saw something down there. I don't know if it was a demon. I believe you saw something down there. But, I don't know. I will take your report to the council. As far as I don't have the other goblin body. That's not something. I don't have any goblin bodies for that matter. If you're really curious, I can tell you the warehouse that I heard it was found at. If you want to try to figure out, if you're looking for a body, that's where I'd go. I don't know. It wasn't handed to me. Maybe they brought it back to the Dr. Malthius, the Zootopia guy. He speaks better than I do when sounds more official. Yeah. He words better. He's got the best words, the very best words.
I believe it. All right.
Well, if you want to do an intuition roll, you can. If you want to just decide what you want to decide, that's fine too. Let's see here.
Maybe this will change his mind.
He's supposed to be paying us.
That's worth the trying, actually. That's pretty good. Yeah, those are some bad intuition rolls. Yeah,
even without the paying us, stiffing us for the hotel is just kind of.
That was the yeah. Let me see here. He's like, I mean, I don't have a lot of authority to negotiate that stuff. If you want to take it to the town court, which is he's at the festival.
So you can offer it, but then you can't actually fulfill any of it.
Not without delivery of the goblin. No, that's what the 5 gold was for.
Nothing I want to deal with.
Hold on, back up. The 5 gold we can discuss once we figure out what happened with the body. I'm talking even the hotel fee.
Oh, what? They didn't let you stay there?
No.
They charged us.
He laughs, but not like a make fun of you sort of laugh. He's like, I didn't know about that. Listen, I'm going to be heading over to the town hall to tell them what you said soon. I'll see what I can do about getting you guys the payment for that. That shouldn't have happened. That I can probably sort out for you. I can't get you paid for the goblin without a body. There's just
fair, but that's at least a show of good faith.
Yeah, I think that was that must have been someone else probably trying to keep some money for themselves. Unfortunately, that happens once in a while around here. In your opinion, that happens everywhere in the Empire, but
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's just the way it is.
He does give you the address of the warehouse, essentially. Not really the address, but like here's how you get there, right?
Yep.
It's a warehouse belonging to the Stein brothers, Stein something. I don't know. I'll get the name eventually, but yeah. So yeah, they had reports like shortly after you went down that this 3-legged goblin, crates fell on it. It's dead. They found it. It was all good. False alarm. Don't have to worry about this thing anymore. Yay.
All right,
Everyone-
then.
He never saw the thing himself. It was just, reported.
And you're gonna follow up about the demon thing?
I will take this. I'm heading over to the town court in a couple hours, and I'll pass it up the chain. And I'll try to get your room sorted out as well. Although I guess, if you didn't actually stay there, I don't know what to do at this point. Maybe I can.
No,
get you
we stayed. We
Oh, you
paid.
did say. Okay, my bad. Then yeah, I'll see what I can do. You'll have to maybe come back later this afternoon. I'll be back then. I'll be able to give you an answer.
Okay.
So, Griff, you think the guy's probably being mostly forthright. Trent, you probably don't with that roll. But, obviously, you can decide whatever you want. You're not locked into your intuition roll, but...
I think we should burn the inn down
That's if we don't get our money back.
for justice.
Just go back in there after you're in the sewers. That's almost as good. Maybe even better, really. Can't get that stink out. All right. So let's see. He gave you an address to the warehouse if you care. He said he never got a report of the body that you guys said you turned in, so potentially you could try to follow up on that if you want. If you care. He's not asking you to go down in the sewers again because he knows there's no leverage or anything, but basically he kind of wishes he had more details about what's there, but it sounds like he doesn't have the authority to send people down there, and certainly he's not going to go down there himself, so that's kind of is what it is. It sounds like you definitely get the impression from him, unless the town hall is suddenly oh my god, he's very skeptical anyone's going to be sent down there to check it out, especially based on only Griff having seen something. Although the rest of you are, it sounds like you guys are backing Griff up. You didn't see it, but you're not no, Griff's full of shit or anything. So
The dwarf having the heart ripped out doesn't help that any?
Well, he knows the dwarf is dead. He believes what you said, but he hasn't seen the body. Basically, he's planning to go to town hall and try to follow up on some of what you're saying.
Okay.
But he's had very little. Right now, it's a he said, she said thing, sort of, from what he's getting. And you're, randos to him. So, but you were convincing randos. So let's see. I think that unless there's anything else you want to talk to him about.
What if we brought back proof that there was a demon and we took care of the problem for you? How much would that be worth?
Still not gonna get paid.
I can't offer that on my. I could offer 5 gold, although that doesn't seem sufficient to me.
Nothing.
But I can't offer more than that without taking this. If you come back this afternoon, I give you a better answer about something like that. He does mention too the dwarf's body, as far as he knows, was taken to the Mourners Guild for proper burial, which is pretty common.
Griff, with his expert navigation in the sewers, has figured out clearly, roughly, where this demon is, according to Griff, where it would be above ground, and tells the magistrate to stay away from wherever that area is, which apparently is not correct.
With your -5 navigation, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where you tell him, but it's a place, and he's like, "Oh, okay." How you don't even really know the city, so how would you even pick a place to know? You know what I mean?
Well, I have a rough idea of
something you think it's at the north end of the city, or
before we went down, I theoretically would have known north, south, east, west, and then decided what way we were going in the sewers and extrapolated.
Okay. Yeah, you think it was probably like up here by the Half Measure Tavern, that area. Actually, I should take that. I don't actually know where it is, so give me a sec. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's fine. That's sufficiently wrong.
I mean, I guess I could be randomly correct. That's possible.
Honestly, yeah. Let me give you a 5% chance. Nope. Sorry. If you were to go in the sewer and try to map it out or do something out, like, you might be able to figure that out. But I think, they might have actually had a... They actually had a roll for it. Navigation was probably a good one for that sort of thing, though. Actually, since you're all listening to Griff say this, if you want to make navigation rolls, you may.
Sure.
Yeah, it was down there somewhere.
Seems right to me.
Yeah. Dirk's like,
It'd be
I don't think
way
we were that
better.
far north. Oh, Trent's like, yeah, it doesn't sound right at all. How come Eric's
It'd be
always the mapper?
great if every single one of us was like, no, man, it was down this street, down in the southeast corner.
I mean,
Stay away from there.
Tilly's probably definitely arguing with you based on her also massively wrong guess. And then Trent's probably arguing with you too because he's the closest.
No.
Oh, no, you're just letting it go.
No.
Okay, but you know.
Let me go.
You know that they're probably wrong, at least.
Sure.
Yeah, Tilly
we got
doesn't
lost
have
while we were
argument.
down there. I'm not trying to make any claim beyond that.
Your gut feel, though, is you were, like, more west of where you started, whereas Griff's got you, like, way to the north of where you started. But, you don't know, so. Certainly, even with that good a roll, and that was an amazing roll, you're still only, like, generally, I think it was this direction. That was a really good roll, though. However, with that roll, I would say you are the best situated, should you go back down in the sewers, to probably lead the way. Back to where we were.
And probably one of the last people to actually want to go anywhere near the sewers at this point.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
And when there's evil
What if
afoot,
there's a demon down there? You know what?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, City doesn't seem to give a crap. We're probably not sticking around. And last time we went down there, we got shafted. So, fuck them.
I might disagree.
That's the Warhammer way.
Fuck 'em.
Let's see here. Anywhere else you want to go? People to talk to, things to do, or you could just chill at the festival all day.
are there any good bounties on the ye old bounty wall?
Really minor bounties for some thieves and pickpockets, but nothing probably worth your time.
All right.
But if you ever get out in
I
the way
one
of
of them.
no, if you ever get out the way of Uberstrike, maybe you get a bounty for Rocco though.
Hey, we know that guy.
Honestly, even
I'm going to tell my family to stay away from that part of the city at night.
The north part. All right.
Yeah, just demons afoot.
I wouldn't tell him that.
That actually might
monsters
be
afoot.
where they live.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that actually is.
Uh-oh.
That's the area where the town's lower class citizens live, which would be your sister. Across the river is the like the slums. Your family's not that far down, but
Do they rent or own?
they own. Yeah, they own.
How much would it cost to buy someplace else?
More than you have, I'm sure. I think picking up and also like that's rough, right? Like you need money to live. You got 5 kids. Her husband's like a dock worker. I'm sure she's got some minor job. Actually, with 5 kids, maybe she doesn't. They're getting by in a very tiny little place. Like you're sleeping on the floor in there, probably.
Lock your doors at night.
Of course.
It's just the thing to do.
I mean, have you seen where they lived?
Adam's been there, if that's what you're asking.
It was a joke.
Oh, my bad. During the day, the district is packed with laborers and the poor. Although the crowds hide numerous pickpockets, beggars, and footpads, by night the streets are patrolled intermittently by the watch. In double-strength patrols, so serious crime is rare. That's where they live.
All right. Well, that's my new mission, to get him out of this town.
That would either require probably a whole lot of money, or or some really good convincing. Because just picking up your life and moving, especially in this kind of world, that's a pretty big deal.
Big ass.
I'll save up enough. Don't worry.
All right, fair enough. Anything else you guys want to do? You could talk to the zoo dude. He might pay you, depending. I didn't realize he didn't have the body. I didn't realize he handed the body over. So I guess that could be another thing you track down. Try to get your body back.
Well, we're gonna go to the warehouse.
You do that too.
Let's go to the warehouse.
Steinhager. That was the name of the company that owns it. One of the merchant families. Okay, yeah, you can go to the warehouse. There's a kind of a seedy looking guy who's got like kind of a nervous twitch on his face. Kind of standing outside.
We're here on official city business. Such and such said we need to check this place out. Something's afoot.
3 feet.
As you get close to the guy, you can tell he kind of reeks of booze. Official city business? What are you talking about? You don't look too official to me.
You don't look official either.
I'm not official in the city. I just work. I'm a guard. I work here. Steinhager's hire me to watch over their stuff.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's Patrick Warburton.
Burp.
Well,
You don't make
keep
way.
you keep doing a good job. We're just going inside.
Yeah.
No. You can't go in there.
If you don't make way, we're gonna bring you personally to whatever this guy's name is. He'll throw you in jail for the night, at least.
Richter? Magistrate Richter, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Why would I get thrown in jail? I'm doing you're not allowed to go in there. It's private property. Steinhagers would fire me if I just let people walk into their warehouse. What do you want anyway? Why are you here?
I was just like, why are you trying to go in the warehouse? I thought it was nearby that it got killed.
He said a box fell on him in the warehouse.
Right outside the warehouse.
Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna go sort this out. You stay here.
Wait, of course my job's what? Whatever. Get lost.
I like to imagine you're whispering in my ear as I'm trying to talk this guy down.
Yeah, true.
All right. We take a look around where the crates are kept, I guess. That one place by the warehouse where the crates are.
So you don't even... You do see a few boxes, but they're all like... None of them are stacked. None are knocked over. You don't see any broken. You don't see any... Well, actually, give me some perception rolls, I guess.
I'm going to use
I'll do it.
my Hannibal reconstruct the crime scene vision power to see what happened.
You don't want to use your Batman dark vision? I did the perception thing. You don't need to. Oh. Trent in particular is like... They either cleaned up real good or...
it didn't roll anyone but...
Oh, I just got to reveal it. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You're saying I've been lied
dang.
to? Deceived?
This guy sees you guys kind of walking around the warehouse, and he's like, "What are you doing? I'm going to call the watch. You better not try to break in." What are you even looking for?
We're investigating that goblin that was captured last night. Were you here for that?
Killed, but yes.
Were you here for that?
Oh, yeah. I beat him to death with a club. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did he look weird? Everybody said he had 4 legs.
4. He looks at his fingers for a minute, and then he's thinking hard. 3. It had 3 legs. Yeah, and I beat it to death. This club right here. Yeah, I'm a hero.
Punishable by death, according to the new.
No, this thing was wild. Apparently, it was terrorizing the festival. Mm-hmm.
Watch out, because that is illegal now.
What is? It's a goblin. Killing goblins is illegal. Who are you guys?
You don't read the news?
No. I can't read.
Okay.
What of it?
There's a new decree saying you can't just kill mutants anymore.
Oh, yeah, this is a goblin, though. You can kill a goblin.
Is that the kind of sentiment that just goes on?
You know, I had a brother that was a mutant. I had to drown him in the river. He was a dick, though. He probably better off anyway.
All right. Doesn't sound like. So we're just.
Why do you care about this goblin?
Because it might not have been the only one.
Oh.
Someone else found a 3-legged goblin.
Weird. It's bad. It's bad. That sounds bad.
So we gotta make sure we know where it was killed and who did the killing. Thanks for that.
Oh yeah, it was me. Yeah, I saw it running by, and I was like, "Oh, goblins aren't getting by me." And I pull out my club, and he was really fast, and I chased him though because I'm fast too, right? I did like 2 hands over the right down on his head. Just 1 hit, knocked him out.
So that's a good technique. Yeah.
Where's
the
body now?
The people on the street there were like, "Yeah, Anton, you rock." It was great. Where's the body? I don't know. They took it away.
Who took it?
You know, listen, get out of here. I shouldn't even be talking to you. I'm on duty.
So are we.
Is this guy for real?
I don't know. Give me an intuition check. So what exactly are you asking me?
I don't believe what he's telling me.
He has probably been paid to stand here and keep people out.
Well, his story definitely sounds like a guy bragging about shit that he didn't do. And also it contradicts the way that Magistrate Richter said that he heard the goblin died.
Oh, yeah.
And with Eric's perception check of awesome, you guys have not found any signs of blood, struggle, or anything. Granted, you know, doesn't mean you... the guy was probably actually, like, he was reenacting the battle and probably even saying, like, yeah, and I clubbed him right here. Like, he was getting real specific, and, like, you see no evidence that anything happened.
Yeah.
Also, when he started pressing him for details about who took the body or where, he shut down pretty quick. He was real happy to talk when he thought he was going to be all, you know, heroic.
Yeah.
Is there a like an alley I can get some privacy with this guy?
It would be hard to lure him into it, given that he's standing, you know, near the door of the warehouse, the main door, and that's his job.
What if I told him there was a bottle of the fanciest ale in town over yonder?
Dude, offer him just mid-level swill.
Give me a charm test. And also describe a little more how you're convincing him that he needs to go down an alley to... Oof. Oof.
Never mind, stick with the highest quality ale, because that's going to go well for that.
Huh.
What's your fellowship?
You going to re-roll that one or keep that one?
No, I'll keep it.
Yeah, you're not my type, honey.
Can one of you guys rough this guy up? We need more information here.
He doesn't have any. He's a liar.
He doesn't
and has
have any.
No idea what's going on.
Somebody paid him?
Somebody paid him to stand here, not to lie. He's lying because he's stupid.
You don't think he's in on it?
I don't. In on what?
I assume this conversation is not right in front of him.
I don't care if it's right in front of him.
Hey.
Everything he's told us is so far.
Listen, get out of here. I'm calling the watch.
I wish you would.
My friend here is on.
I will.
Was.
Hey, watch. There's no one to hear him right now, but he is yelling. He's like, hey, there's some people here who want to break into the warehouse. Hey, everybody. There are a few people who are like turning and looking, from the street and stuff.
Yes, as we stand here peacefully, let him yell.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. But
I'll start wandering around and asking the people who he got the attention of. Were you here last night when this man personally slaughtered 8 goblins?
Personally slaughtered
8 goblins?
8
what he
goblins,
said,
I
right?
think he said. No, he didn't say 8.
He said.
He's only ever claimed the one.
Gossip? Was it gossip?
Yeah. Oh, man. It's pretty good, Dave.
Well, I am gossipy.
Not only do the people here nothing happened yesterday that we know of, but they're also like, yeah, don't listen to Anton. That dude's a drunk.
Yeah, figured as much. Right,
but I mean, you pick up not only is his story not true, but they haven't heard shit about a goblin one way or the other out here.
Right.
Which makes the whole thing sound fake, not like he's just lying about his part.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's nothing more here for us. I thank the people that are at least a little forthright.
Yeah.
I'll take that advice and not listen to this man.
How long are you guys sticking around after he starts yelling? Because eventually the watch is coming. And I know you might not care, but I want to know if you're there or not.
Probably not. We got no reason to be here. There's nothing here that we can find.
He does stop yelling if you stop standing in front of him or you are trying to break into the warehouse or something. If you just kind of wander off, he stops yelling.
Okay, so we're saying the government guy, Senator, whatever.
Magistrate Richter.
Magistrate Richter.
He's a liar. What you're
He
saying?
has no idea what's going on.
He may not be.
Somebody's lying to him.
Probably got lied to.
On the way out, I will let Tyrone know that I'm going to settle up with him later.
Who's Tyrone? Anton?
Yeah,
okay.
Tyrone.
You tell him who you are, Castor, what's his nets?
Everybody knows who I am.
Any time, any place, darling, he says to Griff.
What are the dueling rules in the Empire? Can I kill him now? Is that legal?
That would be murder. Brawling, if you guys get into a fist fight. In this case, it would be bad. You don't want to do this, outside a warehouse where he's acting as a guard. That'd be pretty bad for you because it would look like you're trying to break in, which would be a bigger thing. If you catch him in a bar later and you guys beat the shit out of each other to not the death, that's probably just, some fines and a night in jail or something. People beat the shit out of each other all the time, assuming it's not to the point of, death, dismemberment, serious injury.
Okay.
That's the kind, and at the festival, that's the kind of stuff the festival court is dealing with. It's just brawls, and a lot of it, the penalties for at least there are fines or get thrown in the stocks for a few hours. It's just supposed to be a deterrent for people doing it. It's not really like
So is there any reason anyone in this town would need to like get rid of us for like 3 hours, other than to stop me from getting my landed money?
The problem is I don't see how.
Nobody knows us in this town.
Adam's sister knows him, but yeah.
Yeah.
Rather.
I'm leaning towards burning the city down and leaving.
Hey, now.
You don't want him to live here anyway. Why do you care?
That's fair. Just give me some heads up. Well, we should go talk to Magistrate. What's his face again? Maybe he's got some.
Let's start with the guard that was outside that we left the body with. That'd be a better pathway.
Okay.
Let's go to the bar and get drunk.
Let's go somewhere and find people worth hanging out with.
Man, I wish Harold was here.
Yeah, he was all right.
So probably the Watch Barracks might be the best place to go to try to find that guy.
We just can't wander into the barracks, though. Can't we?
Well,
you can go to the barracks and ask for him.
Yeah, you can't wander in, but you could go there.
Yeah.
I will assume you have a good enough description, or maybe even his name, that you could ask for him. Or
that guy,
suss out with the guy who was watching the whole like
the guy that Sigmar stopped for me. What he had like a letter. What did that say?
Which? Oh,
I'm not asking you.
It said to kill Castor. That's basically what it said. Everybody
I was going to show it again in case people needed to know, but actually I don't know.
Well, that sounds bad.
Yes, it does, Castor.
They're just jealous of me and my good fortune.
That must be it.
Really? Yeah. Okay, let's go with that plan.
That one.
Yes. I found the guy you're looking for. His name's Castor. This is where he's going to be.
Well, he's going by Castor currently.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you could go to the Watch Barracks. Potentially the zoo guy might pay you, might not. Who knows? And then I don't know anything else.
Watch Barracks first.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll lead the way.
The watch captain is named Reiner Gortrin. You guys are going to probably need to get a successful charm test to actually get the time of day to talk to this guy, to give you permission to go find this other guy.
No problem. People love me.
I'm going to give you guys a +20 since you're kind of in on the whole, watch barracks type culture. You'll have a way to relate to him and kind of talk to him better. You can stop rolling now. Bernard's good enough. You're going basically you're trying to find the guy who was at the hole, and you're going through the correct chain to do that. So, sure, Reiner. Sees you, asks what you're here for, and you're asking. He's like, "Why are you looking for one of my men exactly?"
He was on guard last night, and we handed over evidence to him, and that evidence is nowhere to be found now.
He hasn't shown up this morning.
Okay. I hope nothing's happened to him.
Yeah, when did you say you saw him last?
The magistrate asked
Good
us.
bit after dusk.
Yeah.
We were hired by the magistrate and the leader of the zoo thing to go capture the escaped goblin. And when we got back, we handed it over to him and left. Because he said he had been told even that the goblin instead had been captured elsewhere. Or killed elsewhere.
He I don't know anything about a goblin. Like he was assigned to the festival last night, and never reported in at the end of his shift. And we've got a few people out looking for him just in case he was out drunk somewhere, or there are footpads and such in this town. It could be someone decided to take out a guard. We've been looking around and we haven't heard anything. And the fact that you're here looking for him has me pretty concerned.
Well, I hope the sewer demon didn't get him.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Just give me a charm. I know you're not trying to, but give me a charm test, Andrew. Wow. It was actually at a -10, but you still succeeded.
I don't know why I rolled twice. Let's take the first one.
Yeah, we'll take the first one. That's usually what I do. He looks at you like you say that, and he's just like, "What is this bullshit?" And he's kind of looking at your face for a minute, and you don't know that he believes you or anything, but I don't know. Something about the way you're saying it and holding yourself and all that, i.e. your charm roll, doesn't make him immediately start thinking, wait a minute, maybe these guys are assholes who did something to this guy. So he's a sewer demon.
The full quick recap, we were at the zoo thing, a goblin escaped into the sewers. The head of the zoo and Magister Richter offered money for us to go down and capture it or kill it. We did. When we did so, he helped. This guardsman helped by lowering the ladder and stood guard over it until we got back. Multiple hours in the sewers, sucked ass. Sewer demon. We found the goblin dead, brought it back, as well as a dwarf that had died down there that had been in the stocks earlier. Left them with the guard, went and got a shower because sewer suck ass. And yeah, here today because everyone basically said, including the guard, said, oh, it was actually found over at a warehouse, even though no goblin was killed over there. And everyone's giving us the runaround, and this is really pissing us off.
My favorite part about that retelling is that you just barely touched on the sewer demon, the part that he seemed most interested in. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And, sewer demon, by the way, then we went da-da-da. So good.
He just kind of stares at you for a minute after you say all that.
And while I understand you aren't involved with the festival and seem to have no clue what's going on as a guard captain, well done. We would like to find wherever anything is gone because, again, we would like to get paid for the work we actually did. Where would he have gone with the bodies?
I'm not going to raise my voice to a priest of Sigmar, but I don't exactly appreciate your tone. That said, I'm concerned my man is missing. I don't know about all this bullshit about demons in the sewer, but
okay. At the very least, have you ever been down in the sewer for more than 5 seconds?
No.
Yeah, okay. Then you can take whatever tone you're going to get.
Oh, it's getting good now.
We'll keep an eye out for Jordy. I don't know. That's what we'll say. That's what the guard's name is. And When we find him, we'll see if he's got this goblin with him. But I mean, I don't even know what he would have done with the thing. Honestly, probably taken it to. This is me thinking, actually, now, not him. He'd have an answer.
So
I'm like, what would they do with this fucking goblin body?
Well, I imagine from where we came up, he would take it to wherever the magistrate is, or people on behalf of the magistrate.
Oh, you know what?
At that time,
he did turn in. You know what? Never mind. So he did have the dwarf body, and people actually did come out and meet him, and haul that body away. I don't know. Something here doesn't smell right. I don't know about demons in sewers, but something doesn't add up, and I am curious what happened to him. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. What were your names again, and where can I find you?
this man is Siri. That man is Big B. That's Alexa over there.
I will at least give my name and the inn we were staying at.
I'll give it my. Bernard's okay with the chain of command, even if it is kind of confusing at this point. Confused at this point.
So he looks like he wants to be done. So your impression here, you got his attention, and he has questions now, but he seems to really dislike you guys and basically wants you to get the hell out of here. That's basically what the end result of that ended up being.
Everyone in this city just is terrible, except for your sister. She's fine.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm heading out.
So now I have to
get to the bottom of it. I'm going to give him time to do that.
I have to burn an inn down. I have to burn a warehouse down, and now I have to burn down the guard quarters.
What?
Burn it all.
What'd the inn do to you?
They tried to. I mean, they charged us. They're bad people.
I don't blame them for that.
They charge for services rendered.
Yeah. If you're going after anyone for that, go after the magistrate's house.
Yeah. Find out where the magistrate lives. That'll be fun. All right. Well, you're more or less ushered out of the barracks. The guy does have a concerned expression on his face as you exit, although that concern is in no way for you.
I make sure to say sewer demon one more time on the way out.
I mean, somehow with your charm roll, it wasn't you who got him. It was Trent with his justifiable anger. All right, where to now, if anywhere? It's probably, I don't know, afternoon. I don't know.
Probably back out to the celebration.
Sure. I mean, I probably won't play it out unless there's something specific you actually want to play out at the festival. But yeah, there's plenty.
I would really like to get Dirk drunk enough that he passes out and then tie him to a chair as a joke.
That would be a good time.
I mean, I did it enough. It'd probably be just different enough that I would know right away.
True. Yeah, this wasn't the correct tying technique.
Or the room looks different, you know.
Let's see here. You guys go to the fair. You hear a lot of people talking about how earlier in the day there was a madman, like in the square, ranting and raving, making all sorts of pronouncements of doom. but he's not actually there anymore. People just are like, man, that dude was intense. Beer tent's still good. Loving that. Griff probably especially likes the beer tent. There is the Zootopia show. If you want to drop by there, that's at the festival. That was the guy who had the goblin. And other than that, you're probably just drinking, eating, and maybe enjoying some games. But unless anyone wants to fight Crusher Braun.
Ooh, Dave, rematch.
I think I had enough yesterday.
Well, I'm spreading word of the sewer demon far and wide throughout my revelries.
Give me a gossip roll. Let me see how that spreads. People, since probably you're usually saying it with a beer in hand, it seems like no one's really taking you seriously or repeating it.
Well, when they are turned or killed, it won't be on my conscience.
They'll remember as they're dying to a demon. Oh, I should have listened to that guy at the festival.
That drunk asshole.
Sewer demons. Anything anyone's looking for information or activity-wise at the festival? No. All right.
I don't think so. I mean,
time passes.
Shelley was looking for a new job, wasn't she?
Yeah. Pretty dry in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad we couldn't go to a big city.
Yeah. Well, you were at one briefly. This actually isn't that tiny a town. I mean, it's not like Ubersreich size, but. All right.
Maybe I just want to wait so we eventually hear back from these people.
Are you going back to the festival court later in the day?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, let's get lied to some more.
Yeah. Is he lying to you, or is he repeating lies that were told to him, though? That's the real question. So his was it his secretary? Andrea, his clerk. Andrea tells you that the magistrate fell ill and has gone home, but now there's Magistrate Gorvins here instead. Gorvins is not interested in seeing you, though, Andrea says apologetically.
Okay.
There's anything else you want to do there or not? But
Nope.
he's ill and did not return.
We should bring him some soup. Where's he live?
I was gonna say
Yeah, she tells you. She tells you where he lives.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Yeah, he lives here.
So, temp OOC reality check time.
Yeah.
How long does this festival go?
3 days. This is day 2.
And
Wait, let me think. Hold on. Maybe it's 4 days. This is day 2.
Does the Curiosity Man have? Is it just? Does he have more three-legged goblins, or was just ever the one according to him?
Just the one.
And is Bernard's our ride here planning to stick out the whole festival and then leave right afterwards?
Yep.
Stick
They
out.
They were planning to stick out for the festival, mainly because it's a good time, but also then they'll load up. They're gonna. So like one of the things they get is like tax-free livestock and stuff here on the last day of the festival. Basically, they have good trading opportunity for purchasing some stuff before they head out to their next location.
And was our plan to go along with them, or to just?
You have a spot should you desire it.
Well, that I'm asking more to the team.
I don't know. I thought we were supposed to come here for something, but it sounds like.
Well, we came here, I thought, partially for Griff's
by tomorrow night,
land.
I'll have an estate we can all live on.
Yeah.
Again, Griff's delusion of land.
Oh yeah, you could go to the town court too for or the town hall rather for trying to follow up on Griff's thing.
Yeah.
If you want.
Sure.
I mean, that'll be quick though. Nobody's ever heard of that law firm.
Okay,
that document by itself means nothing.
The curiosity man only has and has ever claimed to have one three-legged goblin is what I wanted to know.
That is all you heard. Would you like to go visit him?
Yeah, maybe he has more. Who knows?
I'll go with him.
Okay,
Right.
So we did go to the courthouse, and they never heard of that law firm. And
we did this first.
No, that's fine. Assuming that other thing will happen. Yeah, basically that law firm doesn't exist. If you give them the address, they're like, that's like a rundown area. Like there would be no law office there. Nobody's ever heard of it. Nobody's
how do I claim my estates?
Yeah, you've been scammed, bro, is basically the answer in many more words.
What?
Or if you have a really bad charm roll, they think you're scamming. But
I never have a bad charm roll.
So Dr. Malthusius, you can catch him between like shows. Oh, okay. They think you're scamming.
But I have this paper.
And hustle you out of there. Yeah, buddy. He invites you in, gives you a brandy, tobacco, he seemed appreciative of the effort you went to. He says, I heard the goblin, like before you probably even say much, he's like, yeah, I heard the goblin was killed in a warehouse by the river. It's sad I lost my best exhibit, especially now that it's legal. I mean, he looks at Eric. Not that it ever was fully illegal, you see, of course.
We don't think that goblin was killed over at that warehouse.
I don't think the goblin was killed at all. I think someone is using it for nefarious purposes.
No. We found a dead goblin that matched the description.
He actually tells you he's been requesting from the town hall to give him the body back, and they are refusing.
So yeah, in the meantime, we actually did find your goblin. Because, backing up, the goblin we found, given at least some of us had caught it the first time it tried to escape, how sure were we that we actually had the right goblin? At all?
Well, it had been removed of most of its flesh.
He confirmed. Yeah, you're pretty sure based on like it was definitely a three-legged small something. So what are the odds, right? And he does confirm he only had the one goblin, and he's never heard of another three-legged goblin. Because he wanted to stuff it and mount it in a display, still show that.
As one does, that makes perfect sense to me.
Right.
We should have brought that troll head with us.
He doesn't know why they're refusing to hand it back since it couldn't be of use to anyone else.
Well,
but then you're saying, hey, that wasn't the body. We had the body. He's like, where's that one?
We gave it to the guard.
Who is vanished?
It's vanished. So something is not right.
Although I guess as you detail the state of the body, it doesn't sound like it would have been that useful to him anyway.
Yeah, he didn't want it back.
While all this is just for the overall conversation, give me an average charm test. That's plus 20. I'm just trying to see how he ends up feeling about you guys. Good enough. You can stop rolling.
Roll it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's always a chance to take it.
I'm not trying to make him feel bad or anything. I just want him to know,
What all are you telling him? Everything or anything you're not telling him? Okay.
How long has he operated for this? Does he come to this festival every year?
Yeah, he's like, well, not every year, but he's a traveling show, and he's this is a good place to be money wise.
Right.
But not every year does he make it. Like he wasn't here last year. And the goblin he hasn't had that long. It's been like a year maybe. You're telling him everything. He's pretty disbelieving about the demon, especially since only Griff saw it, and Griff just keeps saying the word sewer demon apparently a lot. But overall, he believes what you're saying. He believes you found the body. He actually is paying you the 5 gold that he offered, especially after he hears your story about going to the sewer and all that. He's like, that does sound like work, gentlemen. And a deal's a deal. And I'm pretty suspicious about the fact they wouldn't hand the body back.
Yeah, we don't actually think they have it.
I don't know what their motivation could be, though. I don't know what they'd do with a goblin body. It doesn't make any sense to me. Starts ranting about how I would have liked to stuff it again.
The previous times that he's been at this festival, to the city officials he intermingled with, were they all assholes? This is a new development for the city.
Honestly, this is a pretty good city. I'm actually pretty happy when I travel here. So yeah, it is pretty unusual that they've been kind of stonewalling me.
Yeah, the magistrate that you and I and all of us talked to yesterday, he didn't report in for work today. Or excuse me, he left for lunch and they didn't come back. He was sick and has been replaced by someone who won't talk to us now.
That's weird.
Yes. There's a lot of stuff going on in this town I don't think the powers that be want us to know about.
Do you mention the dwarf to him?
Yeah.
He offers to ask around about the dwarf, if anyone saw him.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Well,
he actually he's like, I want to help you. Like, I'm curious what's going on. Like I said, I actually like this town. This is one of the better places I visit. Something weird's going on. Like, if I can help you, let me know.
Well, thank you. Anything you could find out about why they're I am hesitant to call it a cover-up, but it does appear like they are not letting out as much information as they could be.
I mean, I can't even guess why that would be. Tell me more about this sewer temple. I keep saying temple. I don't know if you guys use that word. What do you guys call temple? What do you call it? I gotta start using the words you're using.
Probably sewer altar.
I keep calling it sewer temple because that's what it was called. Not sure, right? Sewer altar. All right. Like what?
How much did the rest of us see? Was it just Griff who stuck his head in? I'm sorry, Castor who stuck his head in?
I believe so.
Griff had the best view. I don't know. Did anyone else actually look through the door? Could anyone else actually see the pentagram on the floor?
Yes.
No.
I think maybe you were there too, Dave. Because you were holding the light, right?
Yeah, I was holding the light.
So probably you two. Why don't you give me perception?
I gave it my best shot at a entertaining rendition, and it wasn't that good.
It's kind of boring. Sewer demon. There was a sewer demon.
I have been drinking a lot.
Perception.
Yeah, but you passed that first poison check easy. Yeah, you didn't see a lot, Dave. You did see the octagram, but you didn't make out a lot of detail.
Yeah. I'll describe the octagram as good as I can.
Give me you and Griff, give me intelligence checks to see how good your description of the octagram is. Based on what you remember seeing. Okay. Dave rolled a 1, so we're just going to be like, I didn't see a lot, but the part I saw, I remember specifically. It was 8-pointed pentagram. There was this, like, ram head painting in the center. There was some blood. Was it a ram head? I think it was a ram head.
Standing on it was a sewer demon.
Dave never saw that. You saw that as you were hauling the body in. You saw smoke coalescing, and you were like, nope. You got the fuck out. And you guys both saw, like, the room. Oh, there were torches lit in there, I recall now. And, I mean, there might have been more in the room, but you just didn't get much of a look. He'll try to sketch what you describe, and based on Dave's roll of 1, it's actually pretty accurate, at least as far as Bernard's memory goes, from what he saw. And he will ask around about that for you, if you want.
All right, don't get disappeared. There's a lot of that going around.
No one would dare. I'm the most popular entertainer at this festival.
I have heard that.
Do not disagree, sir. But I would feel horrible if something happened to you because you were checking into this for us.
Speaking of which, you can each add 1 gold to your sheet, or however you want to split up that 5 gold. He does indeed pay you.
If we find any mutant goblins that are still alive, we'll bring them right to you.
Yes. Pay you well. That would be weird, though. Tell me more about this giant rat you saw down there. It's dead now, though, you say, huh?
It was like a rat.
Could there be more?
But big.
Yes, but then there was some kind of just some kind of amorphous blob beast.
Catch either of those, I'll buy them from you.
All right. I suppose you want them alive, though.
I mean, the blob probably. I don't know what I'd do with a dead blob. It probably wouldn't look like much. But a dead rat, nah, I'd give you a few gold for that. I could stuff that thing. You know, assuming it's big. Like you said, it's big, right? Like a big dog. Yeah.
It was pretty sizable.
That would sell.
It's about the third the size of a sewer demon.
Maybe like, yeah, I mean, I'd have to wash it, of course, but
sure.
He's excited by the possibilities.
All right.
He's basically like, hey, if you think I can be helpful gathering info for you or anything, like he seems legitimately to want to help.
Okay.
And he does seem not as pissed as you guys about whatever the lies are or whatever's going on, but he does seem a little bit pissed about it. Mostly because it impacts his business.
Right.
All right. Well, my plan for not this guy's ears is that we go grab Tyrone and beat out of him who hired him, and then we go grab that guy and beat out the information from him and just keep going until we're done.
Just a dock worker, dude. He doesn't know anything.
He'll know who, told him to lie.
I think he lied on his own.
I don't
just
think
wanted
so.
to sound self-important.
Well, we should beat him anyway, just to be sure. It's the right thing to do.
Isn't it just, though?
For what it's worth, they did report that, like, the watch or whatever reported to, maybe not the watch, I guess it would be essentially some of the festival, did report to him the goblin has been caught, we have the body, and that's why he was requesting the body back, and they're like, no, we're not going to give it to you. But, like, the official word is, yeah, the goblin was outside that warehouse. Like, to the point that was communicated to him through official channels, and hey, the search is over. Richter's the one who wanted to find the thing in the first place when it ran off. Well, I guess Malthusius did too, but although partially he wanted his goblin back, you could tell. Partially he was doing it because it was a mutant goblin and he was kind of maybe sort of in trouble for that, so he was trying to put on a big show of, yeah, I'll pay to have that thing taken care of, it's a menace, or whatever.
Does he have any more mutant goblins?
He does not. He has, like, bearded ladies, and he had a few other, like, minor creatures. We looked one up last week. I don't remember what it was. There's a picture of it.
You knew what it was. You got all that
little
Warhammer
purple thing.
knowledge.
Oh, the little pink guy.
Yeah.
Pink guy.
Yeah. Smog.
Scree?
I don't remember.
Snee? I don't know, whatever it was. Squig? Something.
Squig. Yep.
Right. So you guys have been going around the festival. It's probably getting near dinner time, right?
Yeah.
Anything you want to do? Just move on into the night. Do you want to go to the magistrate's house? Do you want to go find Anton and beat him up? What's next?
Maybe we should swing by the magistrate's house, see if he's see if he's up and about, see if he's actually still alive, that kind of thing.
All right, I will buy, some soup from someone at the fair.
All right.
And then we'll head over there.
And I don't know if everyone heard, you did each get a gold coin if you're splitting it equally. Either put it on your sheet or don't, but at this point, that's on you.
Yeah.
Twice as rich now.
Yeah. Your sister will be moving in no time.
How much gold are we talking about here?
A lot.
To get her out of town?
I don't know what a house would cost, honestly, but if a horse is 75 gold, like a riding horse, you have to imagine getting new houses in that ballpark. I don't know how it works, because it's not like they would have ever had that much gold in the first place. This is probably...
Well, it's probably just the house that one of their parents had.
To be fair, this might be the house you grew up in, Adam. That now your sister's living there, and your parents passed on, and you probably have a brother that's off somewhere.
It's where your family's been squatting your entire life.
I mean,
Like 500 gold?
workshop is listed as 80.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably a kind of a... It's a big deal. It's just they're not going to pick up and move their life just because you're like, hey, man.
We have a perfectly good fortress in the woods that they could live in.
With a butler or a chef.
Where did we leave him?
I think
We had to leave him behind at that place, right?
Which butler? Which chef?
The goblin guy or halfling guy.
Gnome. He was a gnome, right? Gnome or halfling?
His name was.
I think he was a halfling.
Yeah.
I was gonna take him with, but we had to leave right away, I think, and we left.
Yeah. He'll have to show up again at some point. As will the mustache twirling baron who wanted the gym. All right. He lives in a creaky apartment with his housekeeper, apparently, although I don't think it's meant to be in a scandalous manner. But as you go to his house, are you knocking on the door? Or are you like breaking in, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll knock.
Yeah, we're here on official business.
Yeah, his housekeeper Gertie, she's 57
Mrs.
years
G.
old.
Hey, Mrs. G.
I'm Gertie, the housekeeper. How can I help you? And hi, Miss G. Yeah, okay. She opens the door and asks who you are and what you want.
We were dealing with the magistrate today, and heard that he wasn't feeling well, so we just wanted to drop by and make sure he's doing okay.
Give me a charm roll.
Okay.
Brought soup.
Can I get advantage because I got soup?
Yeah, you just do it straight up and I'll eyeball it. Good enough. Soup adds about, yeah. Oh, that's very nice. He's quite sick though.
Do you know what happened? Did he eat something bad?
She does let you in and starts making tea. He really doesn't usually get sick, but he's really sick. In fact, the doctor's in with him right now. I'll make you some tea, and how about you wait a minute?
Sure.
We'll wait and hear what the doctor says and whether or not he can have that soup. And honestly, I'm not even sure if you're going to want to go in the room with him, depending on... He was looking pretty bad. So, tea, small talk, anything you're like trying to dig out of her in the meantime, or are you just kind of waiting?
Yeah, we'll just general small talk. Nothing. Not trying to root out any information.
After a few minutes, doctor comes out, tells her, Gertie, keep him warm in there. Soup would be fine. And he's probably got one of those like plague masks on as he comes out, takes it off. He doesn't look real interested in sticking around long, but if you have a question for him, you could probably ask it quick.
Yeah,
evil.
We were in with the magistrate for a really long session today. Is this something that maybe we should be worried about? Should we get checked up? I'm basically just trying to fish for more information.
If your tongue starts to swell and your eyes start bulging, yeah, get yourself to a doctor immediately. That would. I'm not sure.
Oh no!
Do
you know what this is? This ailment is?
It looks like probably purple brain fever. And Gertie like gasps and sits down because those of you with any medicine, which I don't know if any of you actually have medicine.
Nope.
Well, it's bad and it's often fatal. Is what you can tell by their action. He's like, I got another patient I got to get to, but I honestly probably wouldn't go in that room if I was you, and if you do, I'd wear some sort of mask or something.
Thank you, doctor. Well, I will ask him. Hey, is this something we could have already caught and should be worried about, or does he just say?
I'm sure you're fine, he says in a voice that's like, don't know.
Got it. He also says there's not much reason to go in there. The Richter's pretty out of it right now. Okay.
But if no one's got medicine, you don't know many details about the disease. Either way, this dude's really trying to get out the door. He doesn't really seem like he's trying to like brush you off or anything. He really does seem like he's like, I got places I gotta be. Gertie's all upset because, this is real bad for Richter. Oh no. What'll I do if he passes?
All right.
So after the doctor leaves, I'd just kind of like to take a peek in the room, not actually go in. I just want to see if he's I may not have any medicine, but I think from the doorway I can tell if he's breathing or not.
Yeah.
If he's really in there. This could all be an elaborate trick somehow.
Yeah, that'd be good. He is in there. He's sweating. He's like twisting and turning in the bed. But his eyes are closed. He looks like he's not like unconscious, but definitely not with it, right?
Sure.
His face is like a purplish color. His tongue looks big and swollen. It's kind of coming out of his mouth. It does not look great. I guess the doctor would also say, like, mostly be warned of like touching him. Physical contact would be the most likely to transfer. Like if you're going to touch him, wear gloves. He's probably talking to Gertie really about this. Like, make sure make sure you're careful as you tend to him. Keep him warm, keep him hydrated, and pray to Shalia, whichever that goddess of healing is.
He doesn't look good.
He's not look good.
All right. Okay. I'll shut the door, and for Gertie, I'll be properly respectful.
We're always properly respectful.
Sure, we are.
That's your middle name.
I would ask Gertie, what time did he get back? Do you know if he went to the oh gosh, what do you call the group? The council, whatever.
The town hall, like the town hall. Yeah.
Do you know if he went to the town hall today?
I believe so. I think he came from there. It would have been the right time of day for that. He came back pretty sick, and
From the town hall? Or...
yeah, and he went and laid down right away, and like it got bad fast. Like he was just sweating and not feeling well at first, but then when he started turning purple, I saw his tongue swelling. I fetched the doctor.
You said his house is not. It's like not great.
It's like an apartment. He's not a rich man. No.
Okay.
He's a public servant.
Hey Tilly.
Uh-huh.
How much do you think this place costs?
Got to hose it down first. Get the brain rot out.
Listen, I want to keep you safe, sister. Move into this house. So this guy with a plague just died in it. That's great. Also, you're gonna have to kick out a housekeeper. She might cry a little bit, but
maybe she can stay on. Who knows?
You could go to the town hall yourself if you wish. Well, you were going there anyway for the. But I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to ask her.
No. I would ask her who. Do you know of anybody he might have saw or come in contact with while he was there?
All sorts of people, I imagine. Like, what do you?
Then
Someone specific? I don't know.
Who does he report to? Does he check in with somebody in particular?
I don't know really the details of all that he would do. I know, like, obviously he'd be talking to the council sometimes, although they're not there all the time. The other magistrates. The town council in this town, by the way, is made up of, shoot, how many people is it? It's a good number, but it's like the heads of the merchant houses or like some of the counselors, basically rich people for the most part.
Right. Like you do. Okay. Well, thank you, Gertie. We'll check back in later to see how we're doing.
You seem like a very nice lady. Make sure you stay out of the sewers.
This is the sewer team. I guess part of what I was trying to say though, like it's not like their job is I'm a counselor. It's more like just an additional thing they have. They're merchants and stuff like that. So they're not just sitting around like the town council building all day or anything like that. But there's probably like, one or two at any given time that are, I guess, on duty, being there for certain things that need to be decided.
Sure.
Sec.
Okay, cool.
Here we go. 15 seats on the town council. 8 belong to the Merchants Guild. 5 belong to the heads of other prominent guilds like the physicians, tailors, weavers, etc. 1's reserved for a representative of one of the Bögenhafen craft guilds. And the final seat is the highest ranking priest of Sigmar.
All right.
If only we knew someone that was in with Sigmar, other than me.
I guess we're heading there.
The town hall? Okay.
Yeah. We have to get laughed at by the guys that once we find out that Griff was taken advantage of.
What? If there's a different clerk on duty, I'm going to present my papers to him.
No, this would be the same dude.
Okay.
So yeah, the clerk is Marolman Arbeitwert. I think they did this just to be dicks, because let me post this name. Jesus. He definitely seems like a guy with a stick up his butt. He likes to make you guys wait. What specifically are you here for? Like, obviously you were here for Griff's thing, but what else?
Well, I don't know.
Someone said you were coming.
I thought we were doing that first, and then, I'm sorry. I thought we were doing the house first, and then retconning that we did the
okay.
This place later.
That's fine. Yeah. Is there anything else you're doing other than Griff's thing, which essentially goes nowhere?
Right. I would ask. The magistrate came in earlier today, and his caught an illness. We were just making sure to let everybody here know, just in case they want to go get checked up. Do you know who he had any business with while he was here?
Counselor, man, guys, help me out. I got to pick a pronunciation for this. Teugen? How are you guys feeling about that one?
Tugan, maybe?
Tugan?
Tugan?
I can do Tugan. Let's all get on board with Tugan. Yeah, he met with Counselor Tugan today about, well, I don't know. It's not my place to tell you what either, but yeah.
Sure.
Certainly I'll warn the counselor that Richter's sick.
Yes, we just wanted to make sure that hopefully he's not carrying any kind of sickness and infecting other people around.
Are you... He's kind of looking at you. Are you the ones who went down in the sewers?
Yes, we were.
You know, since you're here, he actually argued you deserved some pay, some expenses for accommodations or something. I've got I got a writ here for that. Let me get you that money out. Since you're already here, save the town some trip hunting you down later.
Anything we can do to save the town money.
This guy's still I know he's doing something nice for you here. Like the attitude of this guy, those like stick of his butt, doesn't want to deal with you, but he also seems like, well, professional. He leaves the room for a minute, comes back with some bags of coins, 5, 10 shilling bags, which was the agreement for that's what what's the rent was or whatever.
Well, thank you.
Anything else I can help you with in a tone that makes it sound like he very much doesn't want to?
I think we're good, Merle. I really hope that your tongue doesn't swell and your eyes don't bulge out and then you die. I feel real bad about it. Have a nice day.
He does not respond to that because he kind of gulps and you threw him off.
Sewer demon. As a sewer demon as I'm leaving.
I was not going to warn.
Don't even.
I was specifically not going to tell this guy about the sewer demon.
No, I'm not telling him about it. It's just like my new goodbye.
All right. I think we're done. This is maybe pretty much hit up everything in the town other than the party now, unless we want to go crawling through the sewer one more time or.
As you guys are leaving, well, probably not as you're leaving because I don't think the town hall will still be open at night. But as it gets on towards night, you see a green moon starting to fill the sky, which is Moorsleeb, the one that's, like the Chaos Moon. Which last time you saw this, weird bad stuff happened, like tentacles coming out of the water and grabbing people off a bridge.
Awesome.
It's universally known as a bad omen. But you're seeing it up in the sky.
Right before the magistrate turned and started coughing up sputum in his bed, I did hear him say that we should go arrest Tyrone.
I don't think that was what he said.
That's what I heard.
That's what we heard.
All right, Ill Moon. All right. Love it. It's just something we see constantly.
I mean, not constantly, but...
Does it happen on a specific schedule, or it just randomly shows up sometimes?
It really is random, and it, from what legend, lore, whatever. You're in a place that it would be real hard to verify this on a personal level, but apparently, there's stories that it can appear in one place but not another on like the same night. Like you might be in one town and you see the moon, in another town you don't. It's like very supernatural. Definitely to the extent where it's not like, oh no, this is old wives' tales or stuff. Like, no, weird shit happens when this moon comes out. You have experienced that in your life.
Awesome. Well, I don't know that there's any much more we can do. Not going to run away from it, so yeah.
Well, Andrew wants to beat up Anton. I'm curious if anyone is doing that or not.
I am not looking for Anton to beat him up.
Andrew, are you looking for Anton to beat him up?
I'm looking for Tyrone.
Yeah, okay. But that's Anton, right? Just to be clear. How are you looking for him?
Well, between drinks at whatever bars we're at.
You hope he stumbles into your bar?
I mean, probably he will.
Okay.
Or someone who looks like him.
I feel like there's a chance, but it doesn't happen that night. Just someone who looks like him. Is that what I heard?
Depends how late into the night it is, I guess.
What you heard.
I mean, I'm gonna drink in that area of town.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see him that night, just picking a bar and drinking. Or are you trying multiple bars? Are you hunting and drinking, or are you just like, if I run into him, I run into him?
Well, I call it gathering intel, but mostly I'm just wandering around drinking.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a D100 roll. Let's see what happens. That's pretty good.
Critical.
Late on, give me a consume alcohol roll.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you're getting a little drunk, but later at night, and people are all gossiping about the moon and whatnot. Is Griff doing this mostly on his own, bar to bar?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm at my sister's house.
Yeah, okay. Griff, you do eventually run into the guy who's just pissed drunk in one of the taverns. Doesn't even seem to recognize you.
Tyrone, you fucking liar.
He doesn't even respond because he doesn't know you're talking to him.
Well, I'll continue to call him Tyrone and be belligerent to him.
Oh, like you go like sit next to him and obviously you're talking like in his face.
If he takes the first swing and I kill him, then it's totally justified.
He squints at you. He's like, I know you.
Yeah, man. You're the asshole who was lying all day. Remember?
No. What were you talking about? Never told a lie in my life. Not a more honest man under the gaze of Sigmar than Anton. He's slurring a lot more than I am. Who are you?
The guy. Your buddy, the guy.
I don't know what you're talking about. You should buy me a drink, though. He literally seems to just not recognize you. Like you didn't make enough impression on him for him to remember. What with him?
All right.
What with him being in a perpetual state of semi-drunkenness?
How busy is the bar?
Actually pretty busy. A lot of people are up because of the moon. It's got them all like on edge. People aren't sleeping well. A lot of people are out drinking.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they didn't disappear you, buddy.
What do you mean?
They disappeared everybody else. The ones they got to lie.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. I'll buy him a drink.
He looks actually genuinely confused. Not like he's not a liar, but like he doesn't know who you are. He doesn't seem to recognize you, and he's just like it's like he's not following the context of what you're trying to lay down just because he's so drunk. You said you buy him a drink though?
Sure.
Hey, yeah, you're my new best friend.
This isn't as much fun as I thought it was going to be. So what I would like to do is manacle him to like the bar rail or something, because that would be funny, and then leave.
Do you have manacles?
I do. I got him a couple seconds ago.
Sure, give me like a dex roll.
I'm pretty drunk. It's probably not going to be as stealthy as I think it's going to be.
Well, he's pretty drunk too, so might be a wash. Yeah, you get one of the manacles on him, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing there, new best friend?" And then you clip him to the bar. He's like, "Hey, that's weird. You're weird."
And then I'll leave.
Hey. He's like shakes his arm against it, and he's like, "Thanks for the beer."
No problem.
And then he I don't know. Everybody's giving you a weird look as you walk out, but no one really seems to care. And he's kind of like shaking the chain on the thing, but also he doesn't seem too like he wasn't planning to leave right now, so he's not overly upset. It'll be a problem for him eventually.
All right.
All right.
I have adjusted my character sheet to say that I only have a manacle key now.
All right. So,
fucking Tyrone.
People go to sleep. Eric, you have a dream. As soon as I find it.
It's fantastic that I can only roll well on the stuff that doesn't matter at all.
Better GM would give you a cool dream sequence. I'm not a better GM, so I'm going to give you the highlights of how this dream kind of lingers with you and what you feel. You feel like the Empire itself is being threatened, and this is a source of that threat. The great enemy, like this town is being infiltrated by like the great enemy, like chaos. And like you wake feeling like you get like fragments of the dream, right? But you wake feeling like somehow Sigmar was actually trying to, well, not trying. Sigmar does or doesn't, right? Sigmar was giving you a message through this dream that there is something bad going on here.
Okay.
No one else in your party has such a dream. Was anyone else doing anything that night? I assume otherwise it's the next morning.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, we are at a point in this adventure where if you guys are like, fuck these people, I'm leaving. We skip a whole lot of adventure, but there is something that happens if you do that. That said,
well, what leads do we have?
I will have to stop there because I will not be ready for anything else. What leads do you have? Yeah, let's go over those, and I'll give you some clues. You can go back to the dude. So there was a guy who was gathering in some info for you, potentially. You could follow up with him again. The doctor.
That's the circus guy, right?
Yep. You could go check out the sewer again, right?
That's not a good plan.
Well, that's fine, but I mean that's an option, right?
I think we've all had enough of that one.
Yeah, that might be why some of the leads aren't there though, is because a key thing you guys just kind of turned around and left, which is fine. I understand why that would happen, but it is causing a little bit of problems.
Here's an adventure hook. It's in the worst possible place. I'm going to describe it to where it's absolutely disgusting to you.
Oh yeah,
you would never want to go back. Wait, why do you not want to go back?
No, I didn't say wait. Why don't you want to go back?
No, he totally understands why we don't want to.
But anyway, let's see. And I feel like if Andrew had been clearer with Anton, like you might have gotten info
Instead of just sewer demon.
No, no, he wasn't sewer demon. He's just like, you're a liar, and Anton's like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're a liar. What are you talking about? Okay, see ya. Have fun with the manacles.
Yeah, if I had found him earlier in my bar crawl, maybe it would have gone differently.
He was trying to start a fight so he could justify homicide.
Yes, but talking in riddle to the idiot does not tend to go well.
Well, no one else wanted to participate, so you get whatever Griff does.
Fair.
Given, we want the adventure to move, right? So let's see other leads potentially. I don't know the best way to follow up on it. I know because I read the module, but I don't know what you would get out of it. Is obviously the warehouse story's bullshit.
We got that
trying to figure out why.
I don't know how we would find him, although maybe someone else found him.
Wait, the missing who?
The missing guard.
Missing guard, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, whether I burn the city down or Chaos destroys the city, it's all the same to me, so either way is good.
But yeah, other than that, the one guy was going to look into some stuff for you, the doctor, and then maybe he'll have some info when you go back. I.e., he does have some info, but
sure.
Whether or not any of it is stuff you're like, I feel like I want to follow up on that, or I don't give a shit. Like I can't predict that, and I understand if that is the reaction. That is part of the problem with this adventure path in general. Is some of the stuff you might not give a shit, and then it just doesn't go anywhere. I don't know what to do about that. So it is what it is. And if the adventure bombs out, the adventure bombs out. It's whatever. It happens. Anyway, or you can hang out at the Schaffenfest all day. And, stuff will happen in town over the next few days. We can fast forward time if there's nothing. If you're flat out leaving town, I fast forward real fast. And we end the session pretty quick. But, something will happen.
Oh, I'll hang out in town. I'm not ready to leave yet.
I can use my gossip skills to learn what's up.
Sure. What are you focusing your gossip skills on?
Well, sewer demons, missing guards, people mysteriously getting sick.
Yeah, give me a gossip.
Evil council members. The normal stuff.
The normal stuff. Sure, give me a gossip roll.
What happened to that guy at that bar?
That was a 1.
The guy manacled the bar.
Yeah, with a roll of 1, I'm going to give you a bunch of stuff, I think. So the guy who got manacled at the bar.
So it turns out that Griff is extraordinarily competent before he's had a single drink. But that's almost never the case.
The guy at the bar actually turned up in the river this morning. And
even better.
There's talk that someone manacled him to a bar, and maybe that person killed him. But also, the guy was notoriously a drunk and might have just stumbled into the river and drowned. But definitely, everyone's talking about how he got manacled last night. Everyone who even knows about him, right?
I was obviously trying to keep him out of the river. I was trying to save his life.
He did have a manacle attached to one arm when they fished him out, but the innkeeper ended up prying off the other end because he didn't want the guy shackled to his bar, right? Overall, though, no one really seems to care that much that he's dead. So it's not like anyone's out looking for you or anything based on the gossip.
Well, I'm not going to go back to those bars.
Let's see what else we got gossip wise. Somehow this story about the sewer demon's just not spreading, so that didn't come up.
Well, that's good because that means he hasn't come out.
Right. You do wander by a guy shouting at the festival, who you had heard was quite intense yesterday, although you didn't see him today. He's yelled, "Doomed! We're all doomed! Chaos is upon us! The signs are everywhere! I see 7! I see 9, and all they have will be mine, mine, mine!" He just seems like a crazy dude, though.
Did the missing guard turn up, or has there been a lot of missing people recently?
He does look directly at you, Andrew, and he points at you. He says, "The mark is upon you! Beware the bringers of chaos!"
I give him a big thumbs up as I walk by.
He looks terrified and runs off away from you. Let's see. What other things were you asking about, gossiping about?
I am wondering about that missing guard, and or if there's been a bunch of missing people and he was just one of them. More so than there's normally missing people in a
So you have been hearing that a lot of the more destitute people have been going missing lately over the last few weeks. Or actually the last few months, probably. Just, the city's just more dangerous than it used to be, I guess. But people aren't too worried because it's always nobodies who disappear. But since you're specifically asking about, that there does seem to be more of that lately. And then I guess with your roll of 1, somehow you overhear that indeed that guard, like people are like, "Oh yeah, some guard. I guess he drowned in the river. They fished his body out." Which, yeah, 2 people drowned in the river last night. What are the chances? But it must have been someone killed the guard, right? He wasn't a drunk like that other guy. So yeah, the missing guard is dead.
All right.
And if you would like, you could talk to Dr. Malthusius again.
Yes, I'll relay
stuff with you.
Whatever information that all was to everybody before I have my first beer of the day.
And become useless.
Talking to Malthusius sounds good.
Yeah. So, Malthusius. He tells you that he was asking around about Gottry the dwarf, and the last time people saw him was in the company of a young man in like fine clothes who had like a red cross or like a flower on it, and that could be. People weren't quite sure, but that could be the symbol for the house of Tugan, one of the wealthy merchants who's also on the council. Not Tugan himself, mind you, just like someone in his employ. So that's what he asked around. That's what he found out about the dwarf. That was the last time anyone saw him. Apparently the guy paid to have him removed from the stocks. Apparently, you guys and a couple other people throughout the day took pity on that dwarf and had him removed from the stocks. Because he kept being drunk and disorderly and getting put back in. He also knew some people at the temple. Hold on 1 second. I gotta find it. The Temple of Verena. Wait, is that the one? Yeah. Who he took that symbol. Well, he didn't take it too, but he talked to people who talked to people. And one of his guys do it basically. That symbol is the symbol of the Ordo Septenarius, which is a local semi-secret organization that operates mainly within the Merchants Guild, but it's not like an evil cult, or at least nobody here thinks it is. But it is fairly secret. His understanding is it's a bunch of merchants who are in this guild to do charitable endeavors semi-anonymously, but also they are working together to maximize their profit, often through the ungenerous way of saying it would be like price fixing, or just making sure they've got making sure they're not as competitive as they might need to be with each other, and making sure they all come out ahead that way.
Nice.
But also they do good work too, from what he says and what the Temple of Arena says. But they're not super well known, but that is their symbol. And there are they don't.
Which symbol was this?
The octagram with the bullhead thing in it. It's
okay.
Here, I'll put the name in chat. And apparently it's either been around for 2 years, or at least Mother Greta at the Temple of Arena has only known about it for the last 2 years. She knows that donations have been made. The temples of Shalia, for example, which I think is they run a soup kitchen. They're kind of like the healing temple in a way. The god of healing and mercy and stuff. So okay. I mean, there's been good work done through this thing, but it's basically a fancy merchants club in a way. Who knows? Maybe they're having those eyes wide shut sex parties at night. Who can say?
Somebody can say.
But that's what he knows about that symbol. If you want to know more about the Ordo Septenarius, you'd probably have to ask around. He didn't get that, but
this is not somebody who'd be summoning demons, though. Probably
not. Certainly, that. No, that doesn't seem like it. But I mean, if there was a symbol and a demon rose out of the center of it, like Griff says, then that's weird, right? But no, certainly their impression isn't that this is some evil cult. But they've never seen a demon rise out of a octagram dedicated to them. So it's new information, man.
Does he know anybody that's in this group? I know they're semi-anonymous, but
yeah, let me. So they know a few people, although it's supposed to be semi-secretive and semi-anonymous. He does still know a few. Almost every merchant house, like the heads of the merchant houses, are in it. That would include Tugan, Counselor Tugan. Would also include Steinhagen, which is the guy whose warehouse you were outside of. If you want more information, potentially the Merchants Guild would have the best info on that. Because again, it's semi-secret. It's not like nobody will talk about it or anything. It's just not super public, super well known. trying to find the list of people. I can't, but for sure those people are on it. It's roughly like they're pretty sure the numbers are like 3 or 4 dozen people total. And she knows there's an inner council and then just regular members. She's not entirely sure who's on the inner council, but she's pretty sure like most of the merchant houses are in on it. She knows specifically a house named Rugbrowder is not, because they're like publicly opposed to it. But she also says Rugbrowder like hates everyone and fights with every merchant house, so it's not surprising that he's not part of it and therefore badmouths it. That's a name you haven't really heard before this. Other than, I guess, Rugbrowder was probably the guy that Yosef was delivering goods to on the way here.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, maybe we should go talk to Yosef about his contacts here in town. Maybe Rugbrowder, if he's got any more information on that guy. Might be worth it.
Yeah, sure. You go talk to Yosef. Let's see. I am trying to jump all over a PDF badly, so give me a sec. And of course, the name is like with fancy umlauts and stuff, which makes it hard to search. He says Rugbrowder is kind of like an ornery son of a bitch, but he's always, been an honest trader with him. He knows he doesn't get along with the other houses. So he kind of already had all that.
Does he know why he doesn't get along?
No, not particularly, other than he just doesn't really seem to get along with anyone.
He's not a joiner, maybe.
Let's see. 1 sec. I just gotta find the page for this guy to get you better info about him. So, unfortunately, it says the guy's a very vocal opponent of the Ordo Septenarius, but it doesn't really go into details why. Or if it does, I can't find him. Probably he doesn't like the way all the other houses are conspiring together and maximizing their profits, and he hates them all. He's not going to work with them, but then he's kind of left in the dust. That's probably part of it. He is not publicly against the charitable part of it because you look like an asshole for that. You can't do that, but secret societies and special clubs. Who needs that bullshit?
Right.
Yosef's description of Rugbrowder is he's a lot more salt of the earth kind of guy, whereas some of the other merchant houses are a little more like noble wannabes, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. All right.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to see if there's anything else, but I don't think there is for that.
Do we think it'd be worth talking to that guy?
Rugbrowder?
Like...
You could try talking to him. As far as the people go, Yosef has done business with Tugin. Tugin actually replaced his brother a few years back because he was the second son or whatever. His brother died, and Tugin took over, the family affairs, and they've become very rich and prosperous since that happened. He hasn't done much. He used to do business with the guy's brother, but not with Tugin. Not for any particular reason, just not. It never aligned. And then Steinhagen, he's done a little business for. That guy deals mostly with like dwarf related stuff though. So like
Dwarf related.
like that guy does more trading with dwarves in terms of like mining and stuff like that.
Okay.
Which isn't really what Yosef does. Yosef tends to be more like luxury goods and when he can get them in like grain and stuff like that, which is Rugbrowder's big on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, he tells you, I don't really believe this, but there's like rumors Tugin's a vampire or something, man. Like he's really pale. Apparently, he's got like always people don't really see him much during the day. I mean, I don't believe it, but
Right.
Since you're asking,
and we were asking, so thanks for that.
That said, yesterday the apparently the guy who was at the town hall was Tugin, and that was during the day. Granted, you didn't see him yourself, but he probably wasn't sleeping in a coffin or something, you know. Anyway. So things to do, I don't know. If you're not going to the sewer, what else we got? Wait and have shit happen would be one thing.
What's wrong with that? We could be better prepared this time.
Do they sell like masks to prevent to kind of
sure
filter out some of the smell?
I mean, you could just like wrap a cloth around. I don't know. I don't know that they sell masks, but yeah, you can make shift one. Nose plugs. Just don't fall in. Adam.
Motivated to go back down there for any reason.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be. I guess another thing would be trying to figure out. Well, you'd probably have to go down to do it, but try to figure out what that temple was under. Right? Griff's got a real good idea.
That's fair.
Yeah, we can go down almost right by it if we find a sewer access over there.
I'm pretty sure it's right under this pub. It's what Griff's thinking.
Start digging.
And a lot of gossip today about the Morsleep being in the sky, because that's never a good omen, and it's kind of putting a little bit of a damper on Schaffenfest overall.
All right. I'm up for sewers. What are you guys up for?
Sure, if we can find out how to get there faster, so we don't have to do the long crawl again, that'd be great.
Since we've got no idea how to get there.
Yeah, I don't know that. So Trent had the best idea. Trent doesn't want to go down there, mind you, or maybe he's changed his mind. But he had the best idea, roughly where it actually is. But you all had different roles. Some of them were pretty bad. So I think you all disagree where you were even near.
Even if you're in the right area, I don't know that we'd be able to find it, like coming down closer to it. Like,
yeah,
I think we'd have to go from where we started, find an exit close to it down there, and then do whatever we do.
And you did see, as you were walking around on there were other exits, like manhole covers up. But the problem was you'd have to bring like a ladder or something with you. Maybe Dirk could climb it with his climb skill, but well, maybe not right now. But
yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's been another day. So you guys can all do a rest and recover if you're down on hit points. Which would be Tilly, Trent, and Bernard. Damn! You healed but good, Tilly.
Oh, yeah.
You have to manually apply it, just so you know.
Manually apply
your health gain.
Oh, I see. You have to drag it over.
Oh, does that work? That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. All right.
Well, that would be my preference, is to go down where we originally went down by the circus area, retrace our steps, and look for the closest way out. Bring a ladder, yeah.
All right, who's bringing light if you're going? Actually, first of all, anyone not going? All right, I'll assume everyone's going. More than one light this time, or just the one?
I think we should do more than one
We
light.
should all have light.
And I will look for that. I will keep an eye out for that smell. Because
I agree with having
Keep
more
an
light.
eye out
I
for it.
cannot carry it,
yes,
so
Yeah.
I am out on carrying light.
Why can't you carry light?
You need one of those.
Two-handed weapon.
You need one of those
nothing's gonna attack
miner's
us.
helmets.
yeah.
Just hire a goblin to cut. No, sorry, wrong game. Clug the torchbearer. Well, if you see a rat down here, what's his name? We'll pay you for it.
A big one.
Oh, it's got to be a big one, obviously. It's just anyone can have a normal rat. You're getting a ladder to bring, or
Sure.
Yeah.
okay, whatever. You guys get a ladder. It costs a little bit of money, but whatever. I'm not going to worry
Go to
about
the
that.
ladder store.
Yeah, the ladder store. Ace Hardware.
Sure, they got them.
Whatever. You acquire a ladder. I'm not worried about that.
All right.
A little awkward getting it down, but yeah, you get it through, and you.
Oh yeah.
One of you's
Okay.
probably carrying it. You know what though? It makes a great
Place to
platform.
hang the lantern.
Well, no, maybe it makes a nice platform if you ever have to cross over the sewage, like from one side to the other,
Oh, that's true.
instead of having to jump.
And, and I'll hang my lantern off of it.
Yeah. So who's going down first?
Who led the first time?
I did.
Dave.
Then you should do it again.
He did it wonderfully.
All right.
Yeah,
Athletics check at +20.
Oh, we got a ladder.
we got a ladder.
You had a ladder last.
Did
you
a
had
ladder last time.
Oh my
Oh, we have
god.
2 ladders. It's twice as easy.
Given the margin of failure, it's like last time. You slip, but you don't fall all the way in.
I'm gonna
slip.
reroll that.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Well, you're gonna critically fail and die.
Yeah.
That's fine. Whoop, I'm sorry.
Well, you had a +20, so now you make it. Yeah, you hop over to the side. At this point, everyone else down gets a +40 because Dave can help. It's really making sure you can dismount this ladder, which is awkwardly positioned without falling in this shit. Trent nails it.
nails the shit.
Trent makes it look so easy that it's embarrassing it was even close for Bernard.
I went down first. It's
Uh-oh, Griff.
always the hardest.
How much more game can there really be?
Probably not a lot. You've succeeded. We got Tilly and Dirk left to make. Oh, Dirk makes it even with his broken back.
Athletics.
Yes.
You get +40.
Uh-oh. Oh,
That'll still fail though. You want to reroll?
I got it. I got her.
All right, when she gets down there, I push her in.
No one tumbles into the sewage this time, and you get your ladder pulled down. Obviously, one end of your ladder is a little sewagey, but whatever. And you guys are heading back. Tilly, you want to give me a track roll to see if you can pick up the tracks again? I mean, really, no one else has been down here other than you guys. Well,
I remember the way.
Nailed it.
yeah, I was giving you a big bonus, so you definitely made it. Griff immediately starts trying to go the wrong direction. And you got the goal is to head back to the temple, right? The altar.
We should also check out that weird door.
Which
Well,
way door?
Which one you want? Because the door's on the way.
The locked one.
Through the locked door.
We'll stop there on the way. Is it
Sure.
still is light still coming out of it, or was that the other one?
Yes. There is light coming out of it. So as you guys are walking, you don't see any. You're watching for it. You don't see any ripples in the sewage this time around. As you're getting to that pocket that kind of exploded last time, you don't get that intense smell, and nothing explodes this time. Apparently, it has not built up enough again for that to happen. So really, it's pretty uneventful. You get to that door, and there you are. And there is light on the other side.
Awesome.
What exactly are you doing to it? And
Did we
Dirk,
have?
this to be clear, Dirk, this is the door that had like the sign that you didn't tell anyone about. It was a thief sign.
Oh, gotcha.
did
Dirk is
we
apparently
want-
not sharing that with any of you, though. So,
Okay.
No,
Is this somewhere we want to try to get into? If it is, we might as well just break the door down, since I don't think anybody can pick it open, can they?
This is not why we came down here. Let's just keep going.
Okay, that's why I asked.
oh, you have someone with pick locks?
No idea.
I'm not offering.
Oh, fair enough. Dirk's the thief who doesn't thief.
He's
All
reformed.
right. Well, it sounds like you're going to keep going
I'm
then.
the thief who doesn't want to give up my brethren.
Yeah, snitches get stitches. Everybody
true.
knows that.
I'm just
Snitches do get stitches. It is known. All right. Eventually, you make your way to the room.
All right.
The demon, and there's the door in front of you.
On the
Oh,
way here, we tried to map it out, and if any of the if we saw any of those places where you could get in and out, we stuck the ladder up there and took a look around.
Oh, sure. Especially as you get close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you find that you are going kind of in a westerly direction through town. At one point, you pop up in what's called the Adel Ring. It's a district in Bögenhafen that's the most exclusive district where the wealthiest citizens have their homes. You probably quickly go back down because no one... The watch seeing you pop out of the sewer there would be kind of weird. Probably questions you may or may not want to answer right now. I don't know. Maybe you do.
No. We're fine. We're on official business.
This is nowhere near where that sewer demon is.
But
You guys went the wrong way.
Actually, do I still have the map up?
No?
So you guys start like over here, right?
Okay.
When you're like, we're starting to get close, you're probably popping up around here ish.
Okay.
And then like the closest one is probably on this street right here. And you're like, it's not pinging. There it goes. And you're you're kind of out of that fancy area.
Okay.
The Adel Ring. Although it's still, it's kind of like a merchant quarter in a way. You're getting pretty close to where you are. You're like, this is the last manhole we see before we're going to the altar.
Okay.
But anyway, there's the door in front of you. It's closed. There's the barred window, and you do not see torches burning in there anymore.
Okay. Take a peek in.
It's very dark. Shine the light through. You you probably really can't see a lot through the bars on the door.
Okay. I'll open the door.
Open it up, you get a much better view as you can shine your light in, and the room looks barren. You no longer see a copper circle on the floor. You don't see any of the... You really don't see anything. The floor looks bare. But if you would like to head in, you may. And give me perception rolls. If you're standing out here, probably you don't need perception rolls right now. If you're standing
I'm
outside.
heading in.
I'll step in with Dave.
The first thing I'll say is that you do not see a sewer demon.
Well, he's made of gas. He's gonna appear. Don't you guys worry. He's in there.
But anyone looking around, Dave, you got a good roll there. You do see like traces of paint and little flecks of copper left behind where the circle was, but it is gone. Like it like it got picked up, disassembled, whatever. It is gone.
Fried it up. Yeah.
But you see like the faintest traces that it was there. You're not crazy. Yeah, give me one more sec to look something up. I assume you're just kind of looking around the room for anything.
Yes.
You see, torch sconces on the wall, but no torches. Find. No. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No one had like a crit success on their perception, did they? You remember seeing blood on the floor and all that, and actually the floor has been scrubbed clean. You don't even see the blood anymore.
It's too clean for a sewer.
Well, you never really saw the sewage in here, but yeah, there are spots cleaner than others. It's like where the blood was, it specifically got cleaned up.
Does Tilly see any tracks other than ours coming out of the door?
Yeah, give me a tracking roll.
We were actually in the room.
You know what? Let me switch the maps, I guess. Tilly up here. Oh, Jesus. Snapping the grid. Why would any map ever do that?
Yeah.
What?
The map disappeared for a second.
Oh, I changed the grid. Up here.
Uh-huh.
You actually pick up some tracks going right into that wall.
We got a secret door over here, guys. Who's good at that?
Dirk, what the fuck? You've one job.
Well, if only I had a short sword that would talk to me about secret doors.
Mm-hmm.
True. It's true.
Dare to dream.
Short sword, one of the best guys in our group. Okay. I investigate this this door, or excuse me, this wall segment that has footprints going to it.
You, with a lot of study, can probably be like, yeah, I actually think I can almost make out like where it could be, but you are unable to figure out how the heck you would open that thing. Like you're probably pushing and pulling and trying whatever you can. Like you're spending time. I'm not gonna have a roll. You just like it either doesn't open from this side or you don't know how.
Okay.
That said, secret door. This isn't quite like D&D where it's like secret doors everywhere. Like it's weird to even see these, but whatever it is, it's probably something like completely barred from the other side. But man, it is well concealed that there's even a doorway there.
Right.
Who's got a pickaxe?
Who's got a knock spell?
Magic could potentially work, but no one's got that.
No one has magic.
Feeling it feels like solid chunk of wall too. For what it's worth, it's well made.
Yeah.
You probably would need a pickaxe or something. Like throwing your shoulder in it, you don't think would work. But yeah, like mining tools, that would probably do it.
Well, we don't have any of those, so
But yeah, it looks like whatever evidence may have been here has pretty much been erased as well as it could be. Although you do think if you go topside, you're close enough from the other manhole, you could probably figure out like what this is below at this point. If you wanted to like figure out what's on the top side.
Yeah, let's do that.
Still no sewer demon. Griff might have been crazy. He was the only one who ever saw anything. And he was drinking.
Not that much. I mean,
Just the normal amount.
Yeah, normal amount.
you guys see it yet?
Nope. Nobody here. Sure. We'll head up and see if we can get a guess on what's right over this area.
Yeah. So you guys, well, climb out of the sewers. I won't have you roll this time. You're a little stinky, but nothing like it's all like boot down, right? You're kind of in like a wealthier district, but not like the fancy home district like you first were when you popped up. And where you're guessing it is the Steinhager offices. You're guessing it's directly below those. Steinhager would also be the name of the owner of the warehouse that, found a goblin body, apparently, they say.
Gasp.
Yeah, I don't believe any of these guys. All right. Well, that's some information.
Some information.
What are we doing with it? Anything?
They didn't have the Sixth Sense talent. I'm guessing no, but I'll check.
Nope.
Okay.
I see we come back with heavy duty equipment.
Trying to bust that door open?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What time is it now? Can we get it and come back today?
Yeah, no problem. It's probably like, I don't know, midday or something.
All right.
You guys haven't done a ton today.
Let's go look for some mining equipment, some pickaxes and the whatnot.
Right next door to the ladder store.
Right next door.
Pickaxe store.
Hey, go talk to Steinhager. They deal with pickaxes in particular. Buy it from them. Use it to hack down their own door. It'd be great. The only pickaxe I see says it's a gold piece, which seems really high. But that was from like a module someone made. What's a basic weapon cost? All right, whatever. I don't want to care about money right now. I really need 2 at some point here, though. But
Sure.
Whatever. You get a pickaxe or 2.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
All right.
Your ladder and your pickaxes can maybe cancel out the 10 silver that probably no one wrote down anyway that you got paid from the reimbursement.
I did not write that down.
Excellent. It all works out. You're going to just get down there and start hacking through the door?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Let me figure out exactly what
Who's got the biggest muscles?
I'm pretty good.
I was going to say
With the
either
muscles.
Bernard or I probably.
Yeah, so I think Dave was 45.
I got a 45, yeah. Strength.
Okay, I've got a 40, so.
Me too.
Let's see here. Trying to figure out where exactly this comes up. Right there. What is that? Oh, Jesus.
We're in somebody's bedroom.
So it probably takes you 20, 30 minutes to like hack through this to the point where like, okay, there was like a barred thing on the other side, and finally you've got like a hole and you can do that, and then you can pull the whole thing out, like using the hole you made as a door handle. But essentially, it wasn't so much a secret door as like a wall that can move when it's unbarred. And there's a stairway there heading upward.
Okay. So it's just like a little closet-sized room. It's got where the stairwell is.
Yeah, actually, I can probably just open it on the map. Boop. Yeah, I'll move you up there, Dave. But it's nothing special. It's like a turn and then stairs going up, which don't really look like stairs, but they are.
Okay. Yeah.
Which immediately ends in a another, like you're at kind of the back end of a secret door. Although this one isn't barred, and you look like you could probably swing this one open.
Okay. I'll wait till everybody else gets up there, and then try to peek in.
You open it, and there is a guy standing there, looking very surprised as I guess what's probably like a bookcase swings out towards him because you're on the other side of it.
Right.
He didn't hear us coming.
No, he did. That's why he was standing there staring. But he still looks very surprised. He's like, "What the hell? Who are you, and where are you coming from?"
I kind of dust myself off, and I'm like, "You don't smell the sewer on us?"
And then he's like yelling, "Guards!"
Well, we're authorized.
And he's like backing away from you, like he's scared as hell of you.
Okay.
You seem to be in some sort of. I have a key for this. 1 sec. It's an office. It looks like a shit, that's really weird. Yeah, okay. It's a bedroom. You're in a bedroom.
Okay.
The guy that you're looking at is like well dressed, not in like armor or no weapons. He looks like a guy, like a merchant type dude. You don't recognize him.
Okay.
Human. But he seems panicked and scared about what's going on and confused as hell.
I'll give him a little calm down hands. Do you know where we are?
Yeah, you're my office. Well, my family's offices. What the hell are you doing here? Where? He's like just looking in amazement at like where you're coming from. He's like, what's back there? Who are you? Like, do you have your weapon in hand right now? He probably needs to be way more panicked if you do.
Oh no.
Okay. He's still panicked, but not.
Sure.
Running.
I tell him that we were investigating we're on official business. We were investigating what looked like a shrine in the sewer.
While you're talking, one guy comes in. He looks like a clerk or something. And he opens the door and sees you guys and just gasps. And
Not in, friend.
You hear some
footsteps. Close the door.
You hear some footsteps behind him, and you see two like actual armed and armored men coming up. And I don't know, Dave, you're the one talking. Give me a charm roll. I gotta figure out what the reaction ends up being here.
Well, not so good.
Do you want to keep that or roll again? We are almost done for tonight, just so you know.
Yeah, I'll roll again.
That's way better. Way better. So you start saying what you were saying. The clerk opens the door. Sorry. Do I have a map for this? I might. Let me see. I do. Get you guys on this. Master Dilly. I'm just going to put you all in the room so you can actually see what's going on. Even though probably you're all in the like secret door area.
Yeah.
This would be where you came from.
Come tumbling out.
Yeah, pretty much. 5 stats for this guy. I do not have stats for this guy. All right. There's a guy standing there. He was right in front of where you came out. So I've got you all in the room. That's just so you can visually see what's going on. You're not all out in the room.
I'm still in the sewer.
I'm still on sewer.
Oh, I got to activate the scene. Sorry, my bad. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to show the whole map. No, I won't, because does it have stuff label on it? One sec. Do you see text in the room you're in?
No.
Just
Then I'm just going to show the whole map then.
See the thing down below which says Steinhager office.
yeah. We don't get to see.
Do you see everything now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let me delete the walls too. So we can. All right, so right here, this is the door. It's not jumping. Hold on. Yeah, right there. That's where like a clerk just opened the door, and there's some like bodyguard-looking type people behind him, and then the guy standing, kind of where Dirk is. Yeah, he backed up steps when the whole bookshelf swung out, though. Anyway, Dave's starting to say, yeah, we just came up from like a temple, or I don't know. You were saying something along those lines, right?
There's a temple or a shrine down there.
The guards are reaching to draw their weapons. The clerk is like, opened the door, saw all this, and immediately started like backing up. And with your charm roll, actually, like the guy actually like calms the guards down for a minute. He goes like, hold on, I want to hear them out. So what exactly are you telling him?
I
Sewer demon.
We stumbled upon a shrine while in the sewers the other day. God, like 2 days ago, was it? At this point, 1 or 2 days ago, I don't know.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago.
2 days ago, we notified the city officials. They didn't seem too enthused to come check it out, so we did, and it looks like it has been cleaned up, except for this door that we found off of the shrine, and it apparently leads right into your study, your office.
This is my brother's bedroom.
Oh.
He gets kind of a calculating look on his face. Like, who are you?
Oh, we're authorized.
We're I give him my name. I have no problem with him having my name. I'm Bernard Cerdan. We were on business for the a council member, and he's gone sick. And as a matter of fact, everybody we've talked to lately has pretty much gone sick and just stopped returning our calls.
Some of them drowned.
That's true. Some of them drowned.
That's a lot of information.
Yeah, I'll ramble if he lets me.
Just all right, everybody. Nobody pull any weapons out. We're just gonna talk.
Yeah.
If it's okay with you, I'd like to send Todd here, and he points at the clerk down there to just take a look and see if what you're saying is true. Todd's like, I don't want to go down there.
Well, you might have to search a little hard because it's somebody did a really good job of cleaning that place up. But as you can see, there's this stairwell and this door that you can bar from this side.
So where's your brother?
That might be your next question.
Not here at the moment. But if what you say is true,
I want to ask him why he's got secret entrances into the sewer.
definitely the sort of thing that might make him lose control of family business, that's for sure. This guy's like actually stroking his chin and getting a smile on his face.
I like this guy. I say that out loud.
Todd, get down there. Tell me what you see. And then Todd, like, slumps, like, defeated and goes to go down the stairs unless you guys stop him. Todd's just like the unarmed clerk guy.
I'll go with Todd so that he feels safe and protected.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way for him, but he's scared and protected.
A lantern. You're gonna need something to see with. Here's a lantern.
Yeah, good point.
I'd like that back, by the way.
Todd goes down, looks around, and he's like, well, it comes back up after a minute. He's like, well, there's a room there. There's some sort of sewer room. I mean, it smells bad down there.
They're like bloodstains on the floor. It's like pristinely cleaned up.
They got pretty cleaned up. It was like the spots where blood had been got cleaned up, and then the whole area around the circle got cleaned up pretty well.
Okay.
That was enough for us to tell there used to be a.
You could still see a few flecks of like a little bit of paint on the floor still, or like a few flecks of copper where like the copper ring probably got like
almost as if the entire town went wild with rumors of sewer demons, and then this guy knew he had to clean up.
We'll never catch anybody red-handed if you keep telling them we're coming.
He basically wants to hear your whole story if you're willing to tell it, and he actually like.
Oh yeah.
Does his brother have any does he do any magic?
I'll start with the I don't know if you heard the tale of the three-legged goblin in the market.
Yeah, you can give him the whole story, assuming you want to give him the whole story.
That's where I start, at least, all the way back there.
He ends up inviting you all over to like one of these reception rooms over here. He's bringing in, they're bringing in like the guards are still staying near him, but he sends Todd off to get some brandy and stuff.
Okay.
He's suddenly very happy to be friends.
This is the only decent man in the whole city.
I think I'll stop there just so I can better prepare thoughts for the conversation he wants to have with you. But basically, he's very receptive to hearing all this. You're not even totally sure he's buying it, but he definitely sees opportunity in it, if nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm okay talking to an opportunity.
He's going to be happy tossing his brother's room, too, which will lead to a handout, but I'll do that next week.
All right.
So we'll stop there. Let me give out some XP. There's a button for that somewhere. There we go.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Investigation in Bögenhafen. All right, you guys got a total of 70 XP.
Woo. What will I ever do with 70 experience?
Who knows, man? Could be anything.
It will be anything.
Yeah, I'll give you a preview. I'll give you a preview of what the handout is, although we'll deal with you actually finding it and having conversations about it next time.
Okay.
But he is, whether or not you want to help, he's searching his brother's room, and we'll find that. And the guy's going to be claiming up and down he had no idea that secret door was there. And he seems believable based on his reaction and how happy he is that you came out of it.
Okay. Temple is ready. Awesome. What was he doing in his brother's room anyway? Just snooping around?
Oh, he heard the noise. He heard all the hammering. He just had no idea what it was coming from, or at least that's what he's telling you. And he was standing in the room trying to figure it out when you guys finally came through.
Awesome.
We didn't even get to make stealth rolls while we were demolishing that stone wall.
Yeah, I know.
You're a bad GM.
Bad GM. All right. Well,
Yes.
yeah, we'll deal with that next session.
Until then.
Awesome.
Until
guys.
then.
Bye.